Welcome back to the Wild at Heart at Home shed. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about our lockdown bunting project. So we're sending out our post packs next week, our second pack, and we have put in some bunting triangles that we've cut out of the beautiful Borders calico that we made last year, and we want to thank Jane, one of our participants, for the idea. Last year she made some beautiful bunting to go to the beautiful Borders competition, embroidered and sewn together and beautifully representing some of the aspects of our Wild at Heart groups, connecting with nature and with each other for our health and well-being. So we took that idea and have translated it into a wider make it meaningful for you in this lockdown period to try to find some ways to connect with nature that keeps you good in the moment. So it's not going to solve all the problems, but trying to every day focus on 3 nature things around you that helps. And one of the things is the nature arts and crafts we found in our groups is very popular. It's not everyone's cup of tea, so if it's not for you, no worries. You don't have to do this. We're just inviting people, if they want to give it a go, have a try, and see what enjoyment, what you can get out of it. So we'll put them in the pack for the people who want it. If you want more, please do ask, because it's all about exploring and playing and trying things out. Today I was going to tell you a little bit about the natural dyeing that I've been doing here, that I've enjoyed. And there's more information in the pack on a sheet, but if you want to find out more, have a chat or ask, get in touch either through our Facebook page or ring the office if you've got the number on our programme, that'd be great, or look us up online and we'll do our best to try and respond in whatever way we can. But the idea is to just have a play. So if you want to draw or embroider or sew or applique or whatever you want to do on this bunting triangle, or 1 or 2 might be in the pack, please go ahead. I've been playing with natural dyes and inks and drawing and paints. One of the simple Sharpie pens work quite well. They show up, they're bright, they're colourful and cheerful. I want to go with that. Just ordinary colour pencils. Inexpensive coloured pencils, quite hard to do, you have to press a bit firmly, but they do make an impact. So if you want to have a play with that, feel free. If you just want to draw a design or trace, copy, whatever you want, then I'm hoping when we do get back together again, we'll probably have a few sessions picking this up and having a play and making the bunting up. So please feel free to use it in whatever way you want. I'm going to quickly run through a little bit of the natural dyeing. Up here we've got some different colours. My teenage son was really taken with the dark grey that turned out from one of the onion skin inks dyes. I'm going to put together another little video, and there's some information in the post pack, so I hope it's explanatory, but basically we're just saying have a play, have an explore with simple things like onion skins, beetroot, red cabbage. This red cabbage has been sat in the back of the fridge for ages and I've sworn blind I was going to use it, so I'm going to make sure I do that soon. The other thing, natural dyes, they look great when they're hanging up in the bunting. I've tried it out in the washing line. There's some pictures in the post pack on the sheet, and from a distance they're fantastic. If you want to make quite intricate designs, then they're really good close up as well. So whatever you do, it'll be lovely. One of the other techniques is bashing leaves or flowers into the cloth, and we've done it before with some of our bags and things and some of the activities, but we haven't done it for a while, so I was going to quickly demonstrate how you do it. You just select a leaf or a flower, and you can have a whole range of them. It will turn out quite messy, but it'll look good from a distance. This is one I was practicing on. One close up it doesn't look much, but from a distance it's all about the colour and the ink and the representation of nature in art. That's one way of doing it. It's also about the process and the enjoyment that we get from it as we're doing it. So I've picked here just earlier a little bit of sweet Cicely leaf, which is abundant in my garden. Put it on and just hammer it into the cloth. Once you don't catch any fingers, you can use a stone or something heavy. I've used a big chopping board to protect the table, but whatever you can to do it. And if you're quite precise about it, do it quite hard, it can be quite therapeutic as well, quite good fun. And you end up with a picture, a representation. I used a sort of blunt kitchen knife just to scrape the excess of the leaves off, and they will fall off as they dry on their own. This one I did last night. I've got some of the flowers on there, but mostly the leaves, and some leaves come out better than others. This sweet Cicely worked really well. This is chives at the bottom here, just were fantastic. And the best thing about this piece, doing it like this, was the aroma of the herbs that came out. I wasn't expecting that, and it was absolutely beautiful. The shed was filled with the scent of strong herbs that I really enjoyed. And it gave me a boost on rather a wet, grey, tough evening. So that was nice. So the bunting is whatever you want to do with it and have a play and enjoy it. That's the main thing. One of the other things I quickly wanted to talk about, I know a lot of people, and myself and Jenny and Jess, we were all disappointed not to be able to do our brush show workshops that we'd had a taster of when we were back in January when we were doing the natural inks. But I wanted to show you some of the pictures that I've been playing with. Now, I've said before, I'm not an artist. I find it quite difficult to do figurative representational drawing, but I do like and enjoy playing with colour. And I had been using paper to explore some of the brush show things earlier in the year, which if I show you here, really quite beautiful colours that if you're a good artist, or even if you want to have a play and a practice, you can make some quite creative, beautiful things. But even if you're just exploring colour, it's really quite satisfying and very simple. For people who don't know, Brusho is a water-based, non-toxic way of crystallising watercolour paint into crystal forms that you sprinkle onto your fabric paint paper and spray with water, or you spray the cloth beforehand and then put the crystals on, and it's a way of diffusing the paint to get interesting patterns and shapes. Or you can use it in a palette form and mix it up with water in a palette and paint it on. So there's lots of different ways to do it, and there's lots of different information online. But the thing I wanted to share with you today was that Brusho is made by Colourcraft, which is a Sheffield-based company, and they're down in near Atcliffe in Carlisle Street East, I think. And they're open for business, and you can ring up and order some Brusho paints. If you just get a few of the colours, maybe the natural green, brown, yellows, those sort of colours, they're not too expensive. But I just wanted to let you know that you could have a go if you want to, and we'll be doing it again when we get back together again. And I wanted to say that if you are a sewer and you want to have a go at doing something with the bunting, please feel free in whatever way you want. One of the other activities we've put in the pack is the sticky palettes. We've done these before, and it's a simple way of connecting with nature on your walk or in the garden, to share with people, to enjoy ephemerally. It's not going to last, but it's a simple way of getting in. And we constantly bang on about noticing 3 good things in nature, and sometimes it's easy to do that if you're just looking and observing, and sometimes it's nice to create something as well. I always enjoy having a little vase posy of flowers or leaves on the go, and sometimes just the very act of going out intentionally looking for shapes and colours and patterns, even if it's just a quick ephemeral thing, helps boost our well-being. So the sticky palettes and the information about them will be in the pack as well. And I think that's it for today, except I'll very quickly show you what I'm going to be carrying on with. I'm going to boil up a pan of wood bark. This is cherry wood bark that my son, who's just been wandering about, has been messing with in the garden in the last few weeks, and there's lots of bits of chippings of bark. I'm going to boil that up and see if that makes a good dye. Supposed to. And I've also got a big pan of avocado skins I'm going to boil up and see if we can get some more dye. So, make more bunting. So, enjoy the week, rest of the week in whatever way you can. Please be in touch, keep in touch through Facebook or ring in the office if you want to have a chat. We'll be calling our participants again, and next week, and sending out the post packs. So all the best for now. Good luck. Bye.